Hello, Aries. How you doing? How are all my Aries people out there? This is Tarot Me Please coming at you to do a reading, a general reading for March 2023. Yep, we're in the third month of 2023. And I don't know about you, but I haven't gotten quite used to 2023 yet. I think I might have written 2022 on a couple of things lately. But such is life. Anyway, let's lay down your cards and then take a little rest, calm ourselves down, and then we'll talk about you, Aries. Got my incense burning, got my candle burning, crystals with me, and I'm feeling good. Just had my lunch. This is a Sunday afternoon I'm doing the reading, and it's gonna be March on Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to it. Well, February was a short month, right? But anyhow, I'm just rambling. I just want to right now take a step back and feel the energies of the cards and remind myself and everybody that we each are just tiny little sparks generated by the universe, each with our own souls and souls' purposes and life paths. We're all in this together. And we have our spirit guides, we have our guardian angels and all that good stuff to help us along. But best thing about it is we have free will. So whatever cards were dealt in life, it's how you play those cards that matters, right? So that being said, let's go ahead and start flipping the cards. Okay, Aries, what is your energy going to be in March 2023? Okay, you're going to be just full of choices and options and decisions to be made. That is the Seven of Cups. I call that the fear of commitment card because you're faced with all these choices, overwhelmed by all the choices, and you're like, kind of cringing the moment you have to make a decision because you fear you're gonna be committing to something for a long time and losing out on something else. So and not all the options are good. If you look carefully on this card, you got a snake, you got this, that, and the other, so it's not all good. But you don't see that right now. You just see like options. But if you look closer, or if you take another perspective, you might see some of the options aren't that great. So yeah, that's gonna be your energy in March. Fear of commitment. What is the energy that's going to be crossing you, Aries? That's the Devil. It's also possible that you're going to be dealing with a Capricorn because that's Capricorn energy. Some of you are going to be dealing with a Capricorn. That's going to be the issue in March. And then others of you are going to be dealing with some sort of unhealthy attachment, whether it be drug addiction, alcoholism, vaping, envy, greed, lust, something that's kind of like earthbound that doesn't, in the earthly realm, that doesn't serve your soul's higher good. So it's very earthy energy. It's not, in the spirit world. And we as humans are faced with all sorts of temptations and pitfalls, right? while we go towards our higher good. And it's up to us to have the willpower to resist these addictions and attachments. So, what is it, Aries? What is it that's the unhealthy attachment you're going to be dealing with in March? You probably already are dealing with it now that we're at the tail end of February. But what is it? What is that unhealthy attachment? That's food for thought. Um, let's look at the recent past card and see what that says. This is for March now. The Six of Cups, a beautiful energy. The Six of Cups has to do with nostalgia and fond memories of the past, gifts, innocence. You see these two cute kids offering each other. Well, this one's offering that one a cup of love and flowers, and it's a bright, beautiful day, and they're in their peaceful garden. So, yeah, I mean, is this family stuff, Aries? Have you been with your family? Have you been with some kids? Have you been thinking about the past lately? That's what's showing up in your recent past for March. Let's now flip the immediate future card for March. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands card is very fresh, young energy, speaking of kids. And the Page of Wands is a very excited, enthusiastic energy. And because pages can bring news, they can bring fresh ideas. This one is fearless, he's extroverted, he's into discovering new things, he's cheerful, or she's cheerful. So very energetic, very fresh energy here. And I'm wondering if it's a child in your life or a very young person in your life. Not quite an adolescent, not quite a teenager, because that would be the knights. The pages are young children. So I'm wondering if there's a person of that kind of energy in your life, Aries, because they're going to be showing up in your immediate future. Okay? This kid is very excited. It's a very excited, enthusiastic kid. Let's now look at that card over there. What is going to be on your mind throughout March? That's the Tower card. The Tower card represents upheaval, represents changes, unwanted changes. If you can see here that, you're one of these people being ejected out of the castle, out of the tower. Sorry, it's a tower, because lightning has hit, and the tower wasn't really built on a firm or stable basis, so that's why it wasn't a permanent space for you. You weren't meant to be in this tower or in this space wherever you're at for a long time. You were expected to be there permanently. And when the tower shows up in a reading, it just means that you got too comfortable, and it's the universe telling you to get on with your soul's purpose, get on with your life's path. And it's probably going to feel uncomfortable, but it's needed, it's necessary for your higher good. So that's going to be on your mind in March. What is the energy that's going to be playing a role in your actions and thoughts, although you may not be aware of it? What's going to be on your unconscious mind, Aries? Two of Swords. Okay, so this is in your unconscious mind, not during your waking hours. But the Two of Swords has to do with being faced with a dilemma, kind of like a quandary, trying to make a choice. Specifically, the Two of Swords talks about settling and a stalemate, difficult choices, denial, kind of stuck in the middle. But this is from your unconscious field, Aries. So I'm wondering if this was something kind of from your distant past, maybe from your childhood, um, some dilemma or some difficult choice you had to make, you know? Yeah. I'm going to kind of let you think about that for a little bit. What was it? And there's a reason it's showing up here. I mean, it's just because it's showing up in your unconscious doesn't mean that it doesn't have to do with your present. It does. It's just that you don't know it. You don't feel it affecting your life, but it is. Because a lot of times what directs our actions and our thoughts is our unconscious, you know? So your unconscious might be affecting how you deal with this person, this situation, whatever, and then you might not even know it. But yeah, stuck in the middle, having to make compromising choices. Okay, let's now look at your hopes and fears throughout March, Aries. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, and that's Capricorn energy, and that's Taurus energy. And I'm thinking this is a hope for you, Aries. Are you hoping that you'll have this Taurus close to you? Are you hoping for a commitment or some kind of relationship? It doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. It could also be a business relationship or something like that. If it's not a Taurus that you're hoping to be with, then it could be marriage, because the Hierophant card has to do with the church and traditional values and commitment and some sort of, religious partnership. I mean, if you think about it, a marriage, it's like, you're taking a vow in front of God and everybody to, commit to this person as your partner. So it could be that you're hoping for a marriage or some sort of legal partnership. Either that or you're hoping to be with a Taurus. Okay? Let's look at your influence on the final outcome, Aries. What's your attitude going to be like? The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man card represents kind of feeling trapped, confined. You're feeling uncertain. You feel like a lack of direction. But you need to release something. You need to let go of something, is what the Hanged Man card represents. So I'm going to say that again. The Hanged Man represents feeling trapped, confined, uncertain, having a lack of direction, needing release, letting go. I wonder why this is going to be your attitude towards the final outcome. Because let's say that you're hoping to get married. Okay, this is what I see, and I haven't even, okay, I'm going to flip all the cards, and I'm going to tell you what some of these cards have to do with each other. But, okay, let's look at your external influence, something that you can't control, Aries. Okay, the external influence is one of moving on, okay? Moving on from choppy waters to calmer waters, which is a good thing. And so moving on, this person's not going to be alone. This person's going to have a guide, maybe a counselor or a partner or a parent or somebody to guide them through these choppy waters onto calmer waters. But whatever it is, this person who's moving on to calmer waters has been through some sort of trauma, some sort of ordeal, and the baggage, so to speak, they're taking their baggage along with them to this new setting, even though they're leaving the traumatic setting. So this is coming up in your external influence field. And this is not you. This is somebody else. This is you. Not wanting to do anything, kind of feeling like stuck, feeling confined. But then this is somebody else, some external influence that wants to move on. Okay, so let's now flip the final outcome card. Let's see here. Okay, Three of Swords. So as you can see, it's not pleasant. I'm not gonna lie. Three of Swords has to do with some kind of heartbreak. Not getting what you had your heart set on. Maybe betrayal of some sort. Being disappointed. You know, separated. Being separated from somebody. Grief. Sadness. Sorrow, loss, tears, trauma. Yeah, it's not good. But hey, I'm not going to lie to you, okay? I'm just telling you what the cards say. But see, it doesn't have to be like that, okay? Because none of these energies are etched in stone. It's what I always try to tell people is like, you know, if you change your influence, you know, if you change your attitude, then the trajectory will change, you know? So it's not etched in stone. But the way you're going right now, Aries, this is what it's looking like. Your outcome's going to be. Okay, so now that I flipped all the cards, I wanted to talk about kind of the relationship between a lot of these cards, okay? So, indecision, standing still, not going anywhere, feeling confined, fear of commitment, and, you know, obviously not a favorable outcome. And then this Tower moment here. And then this Devil. So it seems that you're being presented with some really challenging stuff right now. And let me put the cards back down here. It seems like you've been faced with some difficult things, or you're going to be faced with some difficult things in March. But just to remember that, you know, like I said before, it doesn't have to be this way. Energies are always flowing. They're changing depending on the free will of the parties involved. You know, maybe this Capricorn can change their attitude. Maybe you can change your attitude. You know what I mean? So we do have free will. Yeah. So this is not necessarily your final destiny. This is just what it's looking like, the way the attitudes are right now. Okay? But I guess one thing I want to say is if you feel, and it looks like you're feeling it, if you feel that you can't make a decision, that you're having a hard time making a decision, then don't make that decision, because when you're forced to do something that you're not really sure of, look what happens. You know? So Aries, are you going through some sort of, are you at a crossroads where you have to, or somebody's forcing you to make a decision of some sort and you don't feel that you can at this moment? And you know, if you go against what you feel deep down, like in your gut and everything, you're going against that because somebody's forcing you to go against that. This is what's going to happen. So the fact that you feel that you have to compromise and make some sort of decision, and it's like you have a fear of commitment, I mean, that just tells me that whatever you're thinking of going through with, don't go through with it. because it's just going to bring this. I guess my the moral of the story is just, if you don't feel it's right, don't do it, because your intuition is there for a good reason. That's all I gotta say. But anyhow, that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope some, if not all of this reading resonated with you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I hope you have a fabulous week, and that March ends up being fulfilling. Thank you.